What's up with you, baby? I'm back with another video. Today I got a little something for you. We making spicy, creamy, baked spaghetti. Y'all stick around. Pea Pie did it. Cook! So we're going to be using 2 pounds of ground beef, shredded mozzarella, Velveeta cheese, roasted garlic and herb tomato sauce, Cajun cream sauce, and a bell pepper, which we're going to dice. And these are the seasonings that we're going to use to season this dish. We're going to use salt, pepper, Worcester sauce, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, crushed red pepper, that's where the spice is going to come from, and some oregano. And over to our hot pan, we're going to add our ground beef, and then we're going to add our seasonings. We're going to use the same seasonings that I've just showed you. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of every seasoning that you saw, except the Worcester sauce. We're going to use about a tablespoon of that, and the crushed red peppers. We're going to be a little generous with that because we want this to be spicy. And for those of you that are wondering how spicy this is going to be, it's not going to be overbearing, but it will have a little kick to it. Your kids will be able to eat it. My kids enjoyed it. And once we've added all of our seasonings, we're going to let that cook down a little bit. And then we're going to add our diced bell pepper. We'll use 1 whole bell pepper. We're going to add that to the mixture, mix it all in, and then we're going to put the top on it and cook that down until your ground beef is nice and brown. Now we're going to go ahead and start on our meat sauce. We're going to go ahead and pour both jars of the tomato sauce and the jar of the Cajun cream sauce into the pot. We went ahead and drained our ground beef, and then we're going to add that to the pot. I was trying my best not to get any of it on the stove. And for safe measures, you can just use a large spoon and just scoop it out of the pan into the pot. That way you know you won't make a mess. Now we're going to give this a mix. Make sure the meat is well incorporated within the sauce. And then we're just going to add the same seasonings that we've added to the ground beef to the meat sauce. And now you can see the meat sauce is becoming creamy. So we're going to add some salt. We're going to add some black pepper. We're going to add some garlic powder. We're going to add some onion powder. We're going to add some crushed red peppers. Some Worcester sauce. And some oregano. Now we're going to stir all the ingredients together. We're going to put the top on it. We're going to let it cook on a medium-low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Then we're going to go ahead and start on our spaghetti pasta. Add some salt. We're going to add some avocado oil. And then we're going to add our spaghetti. I made sure my hands were clean. I went ahead. I like to break my spaghetti in half because it picks up easier when eating. I actually use 1.5 packs of spaghetti. Now I'm going to add my Velveeta cheese to it. I use the whole block, the small block. And then we're going to pour that hot meat sauce right on top of it. The cheese is going to melt as we're mixing it. Now make sure you have a deep dish for this, because as you can see, the meat sauce is at the brim of the pan. So we're just going to take it nice and slow, just kind of stir and flip all the ingredients together. We want to make sure the cheese is spread throughout the dish. We want to make sure the meat sauce is evenly spread throughout the dish, and just take our time. And I typically like to use Velveeta cheese because it melts so easily. You know, I let it get at room temperature, and it was actually melting as I was stirring it, as I was mixing it together. So now I have it all together. I'm just patting it, making sure it's even in all areas. And what we're going to do after this, we're going to add some parsley on top of it, you know, just to give it a little color. And then we're going to add the shredded mozzarella cheese. Then we're going to pop it in the oven at 400 degrees, uncovered, for about 10 to 15 minutes. The cheese on top is going to melt, and it's going to get nice and creamy. Now our spaghetti dish is all done. I let it cool down just a little bit so the meat sauce can kind of congeal with the spaghetti. And then we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a serving. Man, when I tell you this is so good, it was real good. Y'all need to give this a try. That tomato sauce mixed with that cream sauce and those cheeses, perfect combination. Fresh out the oven, steaming hot. I don't care. I'm still about to hit this up. Good. Real good. Had to get another bite. Look, I see y'all next time.